Full menus have been announced for the upcoming Epcot International Festival of the Arts. It's a new year, which means lots of new discounts. I'm going to tell you how to score a free Disney dining plan, and brace yourselves, there's a new Figment popcorn bucket. All of the latest Disney news is coming up right now here on DFB Guide. Happy New Year. Hey everybody, it's AJ for Disney Food Blog. Happy New Year. And yes, I can still say that even though it's January 6th. So we took a little hiatus from the Disney news, latest news videos for the holidays. We are back and better than ever. Lots of news for you today. It's the same DFB news video you know and love, but with even more to make sure you are ready to go for your upcoming trip. Let's dive in. We've got full menus for the Festival of the Arts, y'all. The 2024 Epcot International Festival of the Arts, we call it FARTS, as you know, runs from January 12th through February 19th, 2024. Now, this festival is the park's first in the calendar year. Celebrates three artistic disciplines: the culinary, the visual, and the performing arts. In terms of new booths, there's just one new food studio. It's the Cuisine Classique, which will serve carefully crafted classics. Carefully is a very interesting adverb to use here, like beef Wellington and roasted mussels. Now, I must note that we have seen a Cuisine Classique food booth at this festival in previous years, 2021 and 2020, but it was located in World Showcase and had different menu items back then. So the word new, kind of questionable on this one for Disney, but here you go. There are several DFB favorite booths and eats that are returning in 2024, and you can check out the full menus at our website now. Link down below. Not only that, but the first signs of the fest's arrival have started appearing in the park. Food booths are popping up, so that's super, super exciting. And speaking of Festival of the Arts, take a look at the new Festival of the Arts popcorn bucket. This one is bringing back the love for everyone's favorite imagination dragon, Figment. Now, remember, the past 2 years, we've had that really, really popular Figment popcorn bucket that people were waiting like 6 hours for a couple of years ago. Disney's changed it up. Now, they still have Figment, but now it's inspired by Figment's attraction, journeying into imagination with Figment. The shape looks like the building that houses the attraction. I love the use of clear plastic on this one. And back in 2022, you had that great Figment bucket, but I think this one is even better. I don't know. Not a huge popcorn bucket aficionado or fan. I don't have a ton of popcorn buckets, but I kind of like this one. I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't want to wait in a really long line. But heads up, if you're interested in picking one up, you can visit Figment's Inspiration Station at the Odyssey. That's where they're going to be on sale. Fingers crossed that they are going to use mobile order for it, like they've been doing for a couple of popcorn buckets recently, so that the lines don't get to be 6 hours long, but we'll keep you updated. There's a brand new addition to Tiana's Bayou Adventure. Disney is getting closer and closer to opening its new Splash Mountain replacement attraction. This is set to open in 2024, though Disney hasn't shared an exact opening date quite yet. Take a look at the new addition, though, to the exterior of the attraction. There's so much going on here right now. We are actually seeing a lot of flowers and a lot of greenery get added to Tiana's Bayou Adventure, and that just keeps happening. But this new addition is a new weather vane. It's placed high atop the roof of part of the ride. This is the section of the ride, by the way, that you go into after the drop, where the old riverboat was. And it's got intricate, ornate details that all mean something important, and it's kind of hard to see behind all that scaffolding, but trust me, it is there. Disney also released more details about that weather vane, and the top blacksmith who created it, Daryl Reeves, crafted this custom weather vane at his blacksmith shop in Louisiana's 7th Ward. Disney even posted a video about Daryl and his apprentice Karina on the Disney Parks YouTube channel. Can't wait to ride Tiana's Bayou Adventure in Disney World. Hopefully, it'll be right around the corner. Okay, this is a really huge deal. This is something I've been waiting for about 4 years for, so that's exciting. Not long at all, right? So it's free dining, y'all. Free dining is back. For those of you who have been following us and watching these videos since pre-2020, how excited are we that this is actually coming back? So if you book a minimum 4-night package at a Walt Disney World Resort hotel, including park hopper tickets, and you are a Disney Plus subscriber, yes, Disney's using this as a way to make you sign up for streaming, you could qualify to get that free dining plan with your trip. The offer is valid if you're traveling between July 1st, 2024 and September 30th, 2024, so that prime summer season. And you gotta book a non-discounted package with at least 4 nights, but this offer may be available for longer lengths of stay. Now, depending on which hotel you choose, you'll either get the standard Disney dining plan for free or the quick service Disney dining plan for free for everyone in your room. The dining plans are returning next week on January 9th, and when they return, they'll look a little different than they did before. Rules have changed, some restaurants have changed their credit requirements, and prices have been updated as well. So we'll be testing out the new dining plan on January 9th, so be sure to follow us on social media at Disney Food Blog to see all of that coverage. And speaking of the new Disney dining plan, our DFB Guide to Walt Disney World Dining is not just a list of restaurants, it's your complete planning companion. It's like Baymax for planning your Disney restaurants. You'll find handy planning worksheets and our step-by-step process to tailor your experience to your needs. We've eaten everywhere, we've done it all a million times, and we are going to be completely honest with you about the good, the bad, and the ugly. Now, I've compiled my top picks on just about everything in the parks. Yep, all my recommendations are in there. My team hates when I have to edit that chapter because it's always different every single time. So whether you love sweet stuff, savory stuff, anything, there's something for everyone in there because I just can't help myself from recommending everything I love. And if you're traveling during festival or holiday time, as if Epcot has a season without a festival, check out our bundles that pair all the festival information with our classic dining guide so you make the most of the time of year you're vacationing. You can grab yourself a copy or a bundle at dfbstore.com. Moving on. Okay. New hotel discounts, y'all. New year, new Disney World hotel discounts. And there's a couple different promotions happening right now. This is confusing, so stick with me. Florida residents can save up to 30% on select rooms at Disney World hotels, valid for most nights from March 25th to July 7th, 2024. Annual pass holders, you can snag 35% off your stay on most nights from March 25th through July 7th, 2024. And there's another offer that could save you up to 35% at select Disney World hotels for stays 5 nights or longer, or up to 30% on shorter stays. Now, this offer is for everybody. General public discount. It's valid for visits most nights from July 8th to October 3rd. So that's right there in that prime summer period as well. You're also getting into Halloween stuff there. And for all my Canadian friends out there, you can save 20% on 5-day or longer Disney World theme park tickets. This deal is valid for date-based tickets between January 11th, 2024 and September 28th. And if you want to know about all the discounts currently being offered for Disney World hotels, visit disneyworld.com/special offers. Maybe you're more interested in going on a Disney cruise this year. Well, there's a deal for that too. There are tons of fun for the whole family, and now you can save a bit of money when you book before February 16th. Disney's announced that when you book a cruise, you can get 50% off your deposit at the time of booking. This deal is good for cruises sailing between June 17th, 2024 this year through May 31st, 2025 next year, but you must book your cruise by February 16th, 2024, so got to make that decision ASAP. This deal is not valid on the Disney Treasure, which is going to be Disney's newest cruise ship that's going to sail on December 21st. The cruises that this is not good for are the December 21st cruise and the December 28th cruise. So that's something to be aware of. You can use it on the Treasure sailings next year, though. And by the way, we're doing a lot more cruise content here on the channel because I'm kind of in my cruise era right now. So we've got a lot of cruise videos for you to check out. Start with the one that's like everything you need to know about a Disney cruise in 15 minutes because that's a good entry point video for those of you who are interested in cruising. And then we've got a ton more. One of my favorites is also the one where I talk about everything we ate on the Disney Wish, which is like a bajillion hours long because I just babble through the whole thing. But I do tell you everything we ate. And so there you go. Disney has announced that construction on an all-new Disney Vacation Club lounge will begin in 2024. Unfortunately, no other information was given about this one. Disney only mentioned to be on the lookout for more news to be given in the near future. So as of right now, we do not know where the lounge will be located within Disney World or when it's expected to open, but we'll tell you as soon as we know. If you want to be one of the first to hear big Disney news, sign up for our newsletter if you're not already signed up. It's totally free. We make sure to send big news out in the newsletter first. The link to sign up is in the description box below. We'd love to have you as part of our newsletter family. And for those of you who are subscribed, thank you very, very much. We love to have you as part of that group. Extended evening hours are back. One of Disney's biggest hotel perks has returned for the new year. Visitors staying at Disney World's deluxe resorts get the bonus perk of extended evening hours on select nights, typically a couple nights a week, and Disney will keep one of the parks open late for that small group of guests to enjoy low crowds and short wait times. Now, we have seen extended evening hours offered at all 4 parks in the past, of course, but the schedule does vary depending on the week and depending on what else is going on in the parks. So the big news here is that Magic Kingdom is back. You're going to be able to see Magic Kingdom extended evening hours and Epcot extended evening hours at this point. Now, in the month of January, this perk will happen continuously on Monday and Wednesday nights. Make sure to check the calendar on the Disney World website before your trip. Next, heads up Disneyland fans, Magic Key Passes, which is Disneyland's annual passes, are going back on sale on January 10th, 2024. All 4 pass types will be available for purchase: Inspire, Believe, Enchant, and Imagine. And Disney shared that the passes will go on sale no earlier than 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. So mark your calendars if you're trying to get your hands on one. By the way, these do sell out pretty quickly depending on how many they have available. And the virtual queue wait times can be long. So I do recommend getting onto the website right at 9 a.m., seeing if you can get into that virtual queue, because some people will be in that virtual queue for hours. Now, to compare Magic Key Passes and benefits, click on the link in the description below. All right, you've heard about the Mickey Steamboat Willie horror movie, right? Okay. 2024 marks 95 years since 1928, when thousands of copyrighted works, including Steamboat Willie, were created. Since 1928, these pieces of intellectual property have been cozied up underneath that blanket of copyright protection, but now it's gone. Yep, Steamboat Willie, recognized as the original Mickey Mouse, has entered the public domain, meaning his character and likeness are available to be used by anyone. And there's already a Mickey Mouse horror movie in the works. Again, like I said, if you haven't seen that trailer, it's real weird. Okay, Disney has expressed that the copyright expiration includes only Steamboat Willie and the early versions of Mickey. The modern Mickey that we see in cartoons and the theme parks today is still protected. This isn't the first time things like this have happened. Of course, there are plenty of Disney characters in the public domain. Some of them weren't even Disney's characters to begin with. Just think about Cinderella, Snow White, Rapunzel, and other princesses that appear frequently throughout those other non-Disney movies. Here's a couple of very important news items that you may have missed over the holidays. First, the virtual queue change. Starting on January 9th, Park Pass reservations are going away for those with date-based tickets. On that same day, visitors who no longer need a Park Pass reservation will be able to book one attraction virtual queue at any theme park where they have valid admission. Visitors will only be able to hold one virtual queue at a time, so you won't be able to book both Tron Light Cycle Run in Magic Kingdom and Guardians of the Galaxy Cosmic Rewind in Epcot at the same time. Remember, some admission types still need a park reservation to book a virtual queue at 7 a.m. We're talking to you, annual pass holders. Speaking of annual pass holders, Good to Go days will be visible in the annual pass holder calendar starting on January 11th, 2024. They will also be visible for cast members in their calendar starting on that same day. On these days, I know you're like, what are Good to Go days? I don't know what that is. Annual pass holders and cast members are going to be able to visit any of the 4 Disney World theme parks without a park pass reservation. You can view the Good to Go days on the theme park reservation calendar, the annual pass holder admissions calendar, and the Disney World app. Disney announced that more Good to Go days will be added periodically. The dates could be released days or weeks at a time, so you'll want to check those calendars frequently in case new ones pop up. So basically what that means is they are going to reserve the right to kind of require annual pass holders and cast members to make park pass reservations if things are really crowded or looking like regular day guests can't get in. So that's kind of what that's for. So hopefully we'll see long stretches of Good to Go days for annual pass holders and cast members. A brand new show, The Little Mermaid, a musical adventure, is coming to Disney's Hollywood Studios in fall 2024. Yep, that's that puppet show is coming back, but it's going to be a little bit different. It's going to be a new show, reimagined, inspired by the original animated classic. So a lot of it's going to be the same, but there are going to be a couple of new scenes and a brand new song. They're going to add Kiss the Girl into the show as well. So if you loved that puppet show before COVID, expect to see something very similar, but also a little upgraded. One of the latest restaurants to hit Disney's Hollywood studios is already experiencing a menu update. It hasn't quite been a full year yet since Roundup Rodeo Barbecue opened inside Toy Story Land and quickly became a popular option for their moderately priced family-style dining and lots of sides. Now, when this restaurant first opened, you were able to order 4 sides of your choosing from their menu of 8 options. However, since this meal was served family style, you could change out a side if you didn't like it the first time around or just wanted to try something different. Now that menu has shrunk a bit down to 5 total sides that are brought out to your table all at the same time. So no more choosing, you just get all 5 of the ones that are left. Your side options are the claw veggie slaw, cow poke corn on the cob, potato barrels, which are tots, buck and baked beans, and the Slinky Dog mac and cheese, which is great because if they'd gotten rid of that, I would have probably rioted. So this means the mean old potato salad, the married spuds, which are loaded potato barrels, and the force field fried pickles have officially been cut from the restaurant's menu, which I'm sure many of you will be very sad about losing the fried pickles. The cast member we spoke with about the change said it's a lot easier on the kitchen now and makes things less complicated for them and their visitors. They also mentioned the change is planned to be permanent as of right now. A delicious burger is back in Disney World. Last year, we tried the French onion soup burger at Deluxe Burger in Disney Springs. It's made with 2 pressed signature blend patties with French onion ragu, Gruyere, and an herb Parmesan Parker House roll. The burger comes with a Gruyere French onion dip on the side, and we had a pretty hard time finding anything wrong with this one. It was incredibly flavorful and very cheesy. You know we love cheesy things, but we'll give you a warning. As delicious as it is, this thing causes very bad breath, so heads up on that one. The burger only stuck around for a little while last year and then disappeared from the menu to make way for other seasonal eats, but it's back in 2024. Disney hasn't shared how long it'll be around, but it popped back up on the Deluxe Burger online menu this week. One of the best parts of being an annual pass holder could be the discounts on food, and right now one of those discounts has doubled. If you're craving some Italian food, you might want to hit up Tudo Italia in the Italy Pavilion in Epcot, where you can indulge in some authentic Italian cuisine. Okay, so Tudo Italia can be a little pricey, but if you're an annual pass holder, it just got a little less so. That's because APs can now save 20% off at Tudo Italia. This discount will be available for a while. The 20% discount runs from January 1st through March 31st. Then the annual pass holder discount goes back to 10%. The discount is also not offered on holidays. All we can say is if you want to take advantage of the 20% off, make that advanced dining reservation now and just triple check what days you're going. All right, another new section to the latest news video this week. What you need to know if you're in Disney World this week. We are coming off of one of the busiest weeks of the year, and crowds are still pretty major in Disney World. Wait times are starting to go down for the biggest rides in the park, so you won't be waiting 5 hours for Flight of Passage, but you'll still want to have a good plan of attack so you don't spend your whole day in line. If that means buying Genie Plus, you'll want to make that purchase early because the service has been very popular and selling out in multiple parks over the past week. Remember, you can buy Genie Plus at midnight and you can start booking those lightning lanes at 7 a.m. During busy weeks, you definitely don't want to miss that 7 a.m. start or you may miss out on rides like Slinky Dog or Peter Pan's Flight. Genie Plus is also starting to go down in price from the new high of $39 per person that we saw over the Christmas and New Year holiday. You can likely expect the multi-park Genie Plus option to cost somewhere in the $23 to $27 range right now. So we're quickly heading into what is typically a slower season at Disney World, but Festival of the Arts kicks off in Epcot on January 12th, followed by a long holiday weekend celebrating MLK Day on the 15th, Martin Luther King Day. Also, don't forget, we've got the marathon going on right now, so if you're in Disney World this weekend, that could be a little wild. The parks won't be New Year's Eve level busy through the first half of the month, but lines still could be long. Temperatures in Orlando will only hit the mid to upper 70s this week with a few chilly nights and some possible wet weather, so pack those layers and a raincoat. And if you're traveling from a significantly snowier area, keep an eye on potential flight delays and cancellations because winter weather does cause those major hiccups at the airport. As far as ride closures go, over in Hollywood Studios, Rock and Roller Coaster will be closed starting January 8th until summer. Yep, Disney website says it will reopen in the summer of 2024, which for Disney, summer can mean June and it can also mean like the very last day of August. So this type of refurb happened last year, so it's nothing new. And no, they're not retheming the ride. That rumor gets thrown around every single year when this refurb happens. So don't expect it to change into like a, One Direction ride or anything. But it will be closed for a very, very long time. So be sure to hop on it today or tomorrow if you can. Kali River Rapids in Animal Kingdom is closing for refurbishment also on January 8th. Disney website currently lists the closure until mid-March. And finally, this one isn't a closure, but a re-theme. The Jingle Cruise in Magic Kingdom will be running until January 8th, and starting on January 9th, the regular old Jungle Cruise will be back in action, so make sure to check it out beforehand if you're hoping to see it with all of its festive editions. Disney's got a brand new snack collection for you. This is brand new merch that's made it to Disney World's World of Disney in Disney Springs. And we saw a Spirit jersey for $79.99, a popcorn box holder for $34.99, and a zipper jacket for $59.99. Now the popcorn box holder, maybe it's a purse, maybe it's a popcorn box holder, who knows. We've also seen the collection over at Rock Around the Shop, the merchandise store that you go through after you ride Rock and Roller Coaster in Hollywood Studios. There we found the sweatpants for $49.99, a popcorn purse for $34.99, a reversible bucket hat for $44.99, and a sweatshirt for $59.99. We love any snack-related merch here at DFB, and this collection is a lot of fun. If you see it while you're out in the parks, we recommend grabbing it while you can. Probably gonna sell out. Another Disney Springs store has closed. Yep, Alex and Ani is a fan-favorite jewelry brand that has had a store in Disney Springs for years, as well as several merchandise displays in the parks, but now the Alex and Ani store has closed. In 2023, the store closed temporarily while it moved locations, and now it seems that it's closed for good. Not only is the Disney Springs location closed with construction walls in place, we noticed that a sign was put up. Looks like we can expect to see something new coming soon. The Starbucks Been There series mugs have been fan favorites for a few years now. You'll find them at Starbucks locations all over the place, but did you know there are Disney versions too, like Disney places that aren't necessarily real places? Okay, well, we've seen them for the parks and some fictional locations around in Disney films and Star Wars locations, and now you can add another to your collection. We spotted the Starbucks Been There series Arendelle Mug in the Emporium at Magic Kingdom for $24.99. This new collectible is decorated with seeds and characters from the Frozen movies, of course. And you may also be able to find this mug in other stores around Disney World, so be on the lookout if they're sold out in the Emporium during your visit. And that wraps up the first latest news video of 2024. Don't forget to sign up for our free newsletter, y'all. That's where you're going to get the latest news every single day. Thanks for listening, everyone, and thanks for watching. As always, this is AJ for Disney Food Blog, and we'll see you real soon.